Hello, my name's Bryony. I'm an approved Mental Health First Aid England Instructor, as well as a personal and workplace coach. I'm going to take you through a brief introduction to Mental Health First Aid, Mental Health First Aid Champion, and Mental Health Aware courses, so that you will understand the difference between them, why you might choose to book on the training, and who they're most suitable for. So firstly, why? Why do mental health training, any of the courses? The bottom line is about preserving life, reducing pain, and preventing further harm. But it's also about bringing hope to people's lives, individually and collectively. It's about nurturing a supportive, healthy culture where people are valued and where it's more normal to talk, where people feel that it's okay to be vulnerable, to talk about what they need to talk about, get the help they need so that they can recover. It's also about professional boundaries. We all need to know our boundaries in terms of supporting people. Where is my place to support someone, and where do I need to signpost them on, help them get a particular kind of support that is suitable, appropriate, and safe for them at that time. So, mental health first aid training. This course will train you as a mental health first aider, as it says on the tin, and it will give you an in-depth understanding of mental health and the factors that can affect well-being. Practical skills to spot the triggers and signs of mental health issues, confidence to step in, reassure and support a person in distress. It will enhance your interpersonal skills, such as non-judgmental listening. And then also increase knowledge to help someone recover their health by guiding them to further support, whether that's self-help resources through their employer, the NHS, or a mix of things. This course is run online and face-to-face. Online, it's 4 live sessions with some individual learning, online in preparation for each of the sessions. I prefer to run that as 4 half days rather than 2 full days because of sitting in front of a computer and looking after our well-being, having a breather in that. But it can be run at different times of the day. Different courses I set at different times, and different instructors will select different ways of running it. Face-to-face, it's 2 full days. That's usually consecutive days, but not necessarily. There might be some days in between. And of course, if it's an in-house course, your organisation, you can agree that with myself or another trainer you choose to work with. It's a skills-based course, and it covers the main mental health conditions, as well as stigma, stress, and self-care. The recommended retail price per person on an open course is £300. And there's also a refresher course available. We recommend that you do this every 3 years to keep up to date and in the flow and supporting your confidence within the role of mental health first aider. So the Mental Health First Aid Champion course is a 1-day course training you to be a mental health first aid champion, which supports the role of mental health first aiders. It gives you an understanding of common mental health issues, knowledge and confidence to advocate for mental health awareness, the ability to spot signs of mental ill health, and skills to support positive well-being. Again, it's online or face-to-face. It's a 1-day course that can also be split into 2 half days. And the focus of this course is on awareness, but also the Mental Health First Aid Action Plan, which is also learned in the Mental Health First Aid course. But this is more of a basic understanding of it. The focus of this course is on the workplace, and it really is ideal for leadership, people in management, HR department. The recommended retail price for this course is £200 per person, again, for an open course as opposed to an in-house course. Just to note, none of these courses are about diagnosing. It's all about understanding signs and symptoms so we can support someone. It's not about training anyone to be a professional who's able to diagnose and recognise different types of conditions and illnesses. And then there's Mental Health Aware. So this course is all about raising awareness of mental health. So it covers what mental health is and how to challenge stigma, a basic knowledge of some common mental health issues, an introduction to looking after your own mental health and maintaining well-being, because it's really important that we all do that, and confidence to support someone in distress who may be experiencing a mental health issue. Again, online or face-to-face, this is a 4-hour course, or it can be split into 2 shorter sessions. It's a focus on awareness. Also has a light touch on the mental health conditions, but like the others, it covers stigma, stress, and self-care. And covering stigma is so important that we all work together to reduce stigma and to get rid of it. Stress being core to a whole understanding of mental health, and self-care, we really need to look after ourselves, whether we're in a role supporting others or not. And the recommended retail price of this course is £125 per person, again, for an open course. So each organisation or community is going to be different and have different needs. So I really recommend that you get in touch and you have a chat through with me about what training would be right and who to send on what courses. But this image gives you an idea of how it might work within your organisation. So having a mental health first aid instructor, and that might be an external instructor like myself, or sending someone on the mental health first aid course and then getting them trained up as an instructor. If you're in a really large organisation where it would be more economical, more practical to have someone within your organisation trained. Then you have your mental health first aiders who take on that role and are designated within that role. And then in support of them, the mental health first aid champions. As I said, that could be managers, HR professionals within the organisation, people who are really in a great position to support the mental health first aiders, but also advocate for mental health awareness and for getting rid of the stigma. And then the whole organisation, everyone being trained up in some mental health awareness. So that everyone's part of the conversation, everyone's working to reduce stigma, everyone's working for it to be more normal for us to not be okay, and to be able to have those conversations about what we need to shift at the moment while we're not well, or while we're struggling, so that we can get better again and recover. So as I say, have a think about what works for you, who might be willing. The mental health first aider role is for people who want to take on the role, and same with the mental health first aid champions. It needs to be thought through. So do get in touch with me. I'm happy to have a chat with you about any of the training. On the right there, mental health first aid, mental health refresher, mental health aware, mental health first aid champion, all of those courses I deliver. Also, I'm offering coaching for workplaces for people who are experiencing stress or returning to work after a break if they're not in need of therapy, but also for people who are supporting others, having a space for you to look after you while you're supporting other people. And I run open courses as well as in-house training. So you can contact me via my website, bryonyrountree.com, or email me at bryony@bryonyrountree.com, or find me on social media and contact me that way. I'd love to hear from you. So before you go, here is a little bit that other people have had to say about the training. So this is a holistic therapist who came on my course, who, like myself, supports people in life but is not a trained talking therapist. And she wanted to have safe professional boundaries so that she could support her clients better, but also signpost them on if and when they need other help and support with their mental health. And she said not only is Bryony a thoughtful and considerate trainer, but she also helped us safely navigate some challenging conversations around mental health with utmost professionalism in a safe manner. I came away from the training feeling empowered with all the information that I need to fulfill the role of mental health first aider. I get small business owners who have small teams, but then service users and customers who come into their place of work, they also may need to support and have conversations with. So Lou says it was utterly fascinating and a wonderful mix of learning styles that kept everyone engaged in a safe and respectful space. And then working with the London Met Police. Kate said, this is one of the best courses I have ever participated in, and this is what I hear a lot. This is why I now deliver this training, because it's such a good course. It's a really strong evidence-based course, and it's a real honour to be able to deliver this out and train more mental health first aiders, train more people to be aware and ready to fight stigma together, have conversations and shift their working and other environments, groups of humans, so that we can all be more well and that we can all you know, whether it's physical or mental health, we know that we can recover. So please do get in touch. It'd be lovely to hear from you.